Tired of your car insurance rate going up, even with a clean driving record? You're not alone. That's why there's Jerry, your proactive insurance assistant. Jerry compares rates side by side from over 50 top insurers and helps you switch with ease. Jerry even tracks market rates and alerts you when it's best to shop. No spam calls, no hidden fees. Drivers who save with Jerry could save over $1,300 a year. Switch with confidence. Download the Jerry app or visit jerry.ai/Libsyn today. That's JERRY.ai/LIBSYN.
All right, y'all. Before we dive in, a quick heads up.
This show is raw, real, and definitely not rated PG.
We're talking about adult themes, sexual content, and the kind of stuff you probably don't want blasting through your speakers at work or around your kids.
So grab some headphones, pour your drink of choice, and get comfy.
Oh, and just so we're clear, we are not licensed therapists, counselors, or sex coaches. Sex coaches.
Sex coaches.
Not sex couches.
We're just a couple of people sharing our lives, experiences, and sexy adventures. An ethical non-monogamy. So with that, pull up a chair and enjoy the show.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam.
And I'm Pris. And today we're answering a question that came in through our website that I think a lot of people, especially guys, are secretly wondering about, babe.
Yeah, this one especially made me laugh just a little bit because when I read it, the guy basically said, Adam says he can control how long he lasts. How the hell do you do that?
Oh, I love that. Because honestly, that's a fair question. Because if we're being real, this is something a lot of people struggle with because you've actually mentioned that a few times and nobody really wants to talk about how long you last out loud. Like,
Yeah,
it's not something
I mean,
that we like to discuss.
It's an awkward conversation. And, you don't want to come out and say, well, I struggle lasting because then people are going to look at you weird, or at least that's what we think
Yeah.
internally.
Yeah.
In the lifestyle, that's where you feel like you have to perform, like you're an Olympic athlete.
Yeah. And exactly. So when you're nervous and excited, you're overstimulated, or you're just trying not to finish too fast, sometimes the opposite problem happens with you men and you lose focus and
Yeah.
it's completely gone.
It's happened.
Yeah.
It's happened.
Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about lasting longer, controlling your arousal, staying in the moment, and what actually works versus the garbage advice that people have online. Like,
Yeah.
we've all seen it.
And we'll also talk about the mental side of it because honestly, that's half the battle.
Yeah, totally. And if you're listening and thinking, thank God, finally, somebody is talking about this, you are definitely not alone.
Yes. Also, a quick reminder, if you ever have questions like this, you can also send them completely anonymous through our website. Adam's going to say the website later, so about 10 times, so it's okay.
Yeah, she's not going to give it here. Just refer to the end of the show. But it's www.beyond-monogamy.com.
Told you.
No, actually, those Beyond Monogamy confessionals, if you listened to our show last week, we had a couple on there that we read on our quickie.
Yeah.
So it really is important. If you really want to discuss something out loud, you want to hear what we have to say about it, toss it on there.
Yes.
We do read them. We talk about them. And the chances are, if you're wondering about something, so are a lot of other people.
Yes. All right. So let's get into it. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Yes.
So let's talk about the reality that nobody really likes to talk about. Most men occasionally struggle with either finishing too quickly or losing arousal.
Mm-hmm.
Both are extremely common. I have dealt with both of these before.
I have dealt with men that this has happened to before. So
Yeah.
it's,
So here's the thing. When you and I first got together, I made it real clear, I can't do quickies.
Yeah.
I have always had a very high sex drive. If you haven't heard the show before, I have a lot of self-love, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I spend a lot of time, taking care of myself. On top of, we have a very, very healthy sex life, 4 times a day, if not more. So obviously I have a very high sex drive. When we came into this, every woman that I had been with prior to my lovely wife here has not been able to hang. They haven't been able to stay with me as long to get it going. Now, I finally realized why I lasted as long as I did back then.
Why?
Well, I'm an anxious bird. Like, my mind is always thinking about a lot of different things besides the sex that I'm having. Back then, a lot of times, the problem that I had oftentimes with these women that I would be with when I was younger, I didn't have a lot of confidence in myself as a person. So I knew that I had to really do my best during sex.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that I really didn't have to think too much when I was going down on a woman. That was relatively easy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could follow whatever kind of path they set up. If I heard certain moans, if there were certain gestures, I was like, okay, do more of that, less of this.
You can follow directions.
Right. But the moment that it came time for actual intercourse, penetrative intercourse, well, there's that. This is something that women never get to experience, but most guys will understand. That very first moment when you slide into a woman and you're very turned on, and there's this entire hot moment. It's like everything led up to this moment, and you feel incredible, and it's just 3 strokes in, you're going, oh my God, I'm going to come.
Yeah.
Because everything is so hot. Everything is so worked up.
Yeah.
So there are some things that I've learned that kept me from reaching that point back then. Oftentimes, I would enjoy the first stroke in, and that was an amazing moment. And yeah, I could let that hot moment take me, but my anxieties were going, is your dick big enough? Are you gonna please her properly? Like,
overthinking it.
Am I too sweaty?
You're just overthinking it.
Yes. And so that really is what made me last long and kept a lot of coming early at bay.
So yeah, so you knew how to control it. Now,
well, I really didn't know how to control. I didn't know that. So when I got with you, I was always dealing with that anxiety, and so I didn't realize that that was the case, but I knew that I lasted a long time with most women. And when I got with you, I was very clear. I was like, hey, man, there ain't no quickies with me. Like, I take a while. And you were like, yeah, we'll see about that. And you made it like your mission to figure out how to make me not last long.
I'm older. I'm 48 or about to be 48. No, I'm 48. As of Sunday.
I'm 48.
So I'm 48. And I will tell you, even when I was younger, I don't have a problem of guys coming fast. I also don't have a problem with them losing their heart on mid-stroke. Like, you guys are, it's easy for us women. And I'm going to say from my end, we're just laying there. We just have to be wet, or
I mean, even then you can use lube.
Yeah. And it's like, you can use lube and it's the guy's in there. So I am not really thinking about that. I really know how men work, and I'm okay with, hey, you just need a little bit of help, or you just need a little bit of time, or this excited you. But I mean, I've had guys eat me out and come in their pants.
Yeah, just from that.
So I get it. It's okay.
Oftentimes
it's hot,
and that's really where you have to look at it. Is like, why am I finishing so quick?
Yeah.
And oftentimes it's because it's a very hot scenario or whatever's going on. If you're sometimes like we do the dirty talking, forget it. That's going to set me off real fast.
Yeah.
There's different aspects. So she knows how to get me to finish quick.
Yeah. We got a lot of time.
No, sometimes we do, but sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
And so in that familiar aspect, one, just know you are not alone. There are tons of guys who struggle with this. And all of us have had that moment where we're like, gosh, I'm going to do this, and this woman is going to be so upset with me. I mean, even still with me, like if I finish quick, I mean, you've heard me before when we played with others or whatever, and the excitement from everything is so hot that I'm like, 5 strokes in, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang it.
And I mean, I edge you. Like, I mean, I edge you, but honestly, I do not want to be there for 20 minutes trying to get you off. Like, that is not ideal for me. It's just not.
Well, and studies have shown that the average intercourse time is about 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say like 6,
that surprises a lot
of
people. But I mean, that's that's funny, because when we did our show about me wanting sex all the time and how we have sex all the time, and then I've had people comment and they're like, do you not have a job? How do you find time to have sex, 6 times a day or whatever? And it's like, how long are your sessions lasting?
Yeah.
You can't have a job and have sex 6 times a day. You
I
know?
mean, I do not work from home, so we get it done. But you are right. Like, it doesn't need to be a marathon. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay to do whatever, like have sex and be done with. Now, Adam already knows, you don't have to make me climax.
No.
I get pleasure from your climaxing.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, and if I'm in the mood, I'm like, all right, baby, I'm in the mood. So can you make me come? It's
Yeah.
just that. That's how it is. It's not, it doesn't have to last that long.
Yeah. And you know what I found out since we started this podcast, since we started creating content, and we've started really talking to the masses in this
Mhm.
community, there are a lot of women that really don't want long sessions.
Yeah.
When you think about an hour-long session, what goes into that? And if it's just 2 people, an hour long, how many different moves are you going to have to do? We're not porn stars, man. So it's like, I got 3 moves at best, you know? And she's like, oh, you see that porn where the guy picks her up and can you do that? And I'm like, no, I can't. I'm not there. Give me a few years to bodybuild and maybe,
But I mean,
I'm
we're
not that
not,
guy.
but I'm not looking for that either.
No. But what I'm,
But you know what
exactly.
I mean?
Like there, we get so used to seeing porn culture.
Yeah.
And in a 5-minute porn, they've done 27 different maneuvers sexually
Yeah.
in 4 different rooms
No.
and then finish off in the pool. And it's like, that is not really
It's not ideal.
the reality of it all.
No.
The reality, even when we're at the club, 5 to 7 minutes, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you're talking about like the moment you get inside of her, you're coming, then there are different ways to fix that. The old school method that we all grew up hearing was think of baseball.
I was going to say, right?
Think of baseball. They always say that. Think of baseball. The problem with that is, yeah, you can concentrate on something else to prevent you from coming. If you do that too much, like in the moment, if you're concentrating too hard on not coming and concentrating too hard on baseball, eventually you're going to just lose your erection. In which case, that's, I think, the bigger disappointment is because then the woman thinks that you're not getting hard because they're not attractive.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
used
mean?
to think that.
Yeah, I know.
I used to think that, oh, did I do that? He's not getting hard because of me. I do realize now as an adult, that's not the case.
No, and a lot of this issue is psychological.
Yeah.
A lot of it is psychological. One, there's a lot of women that like men who come fast because it shows them that they just made you really, really hot. And that is a successful night as far as they're concerned. Now,
Thank you.
the real question is, how long does it take for you to get aroused again to go for a second round?
Yeah.
Is that a
If you
possibility?
can, if it's a possibility.
Not everybody can, but I find that there are a lot of people who all they got to do is sit back for a little bit, watch some action or whatever, or
and then
cuddle,
they're good.
and then they're ready to go again.
Yeah.
For me, the reason why it works so well for me is if I come fast, I'm probably still going to be hard and I can keep going, or I just need a minute and then I'm ready to go some more.
Yeah.
But I've trained my mind into that. I like to keep going. I like to do the other rounds. And so there are times where I'm just like, man, I'm tired. I can't. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
In which case I'll just lay there and watch. But as I'm laying there watching, I get hot. It's a
Now,
psychological thing.
I have mentioned this before, and I kind of just want to throw it in there. We've been in situations where we've been with couples and the other guy just he either just lost it or he can't get it back. And that's okay. But tell your original partner, like, hey, can you help me? The other person is not going to get offended because I'm just going to go toward Adam and be like, okay, you and I are going to have some fun right now. And the other one, you go take care of your husband. However, it's okay to do that. It's okay to be vulnerable in that moment. Like, we're not teenagers. It's not a weird thing.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's weirdly common, and it's
Yeah.
not an age thing either, as we found out.
No, it is not.
There's actually a lot of younger guys,
Yeah.
late 20s, early
Yeah.
30s, that struggle with this problem.
Yeah. So no, it does make it, I understand. Like, I understand. And I think a lot of women understand that it's just a different mindset for men as it is for women.
Yeah. Well, and everybody is different.
Yes.
So obviously I can tell you what works for me. It may not work for you.
Yeah.
Also, there's different things for different guys. Now, I know that there are Facebook groups out there just for guys who are in the lifestyle where this sort of thing is talked about often. And you can kind of take some notes for what works for other people and give that a try too. So that's always an option as well. I think one of the biggest tips that you want to try is to control your arousal curve. One of the most common techniques recommended by sex therapists, because the key isn't lasting longer.
Okay.
It's learning where your point of no return is. You know what I'm saying? So
okay. Yeah.
we men, we have this buildup phase. You're kissing, you're grinding, this and that. You're getting turned on, right? Now, some guys get so turned on in the buildup phase that they'll finish right there. Yeah. In which case you think, oh, well, I think it's more of a mood killer for the guy because he gets very embarrassed.
And very insecure. Yeah.
But oftentimes if you can make it past the buildup phase, then you'll end up plateauing. You'll have this straightforward erection and do your whole thing. And then you'll have your climax point. Once you cross a certain point, there's no stopping. Once you, and that goes for intercourse, that goes for self-love. As a guy, I have tried to, there's that tingly feeling when you're about, like, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm about to get there. And you've got that tingly feeling. And there's like a 5-second window of time where if you just stop, you might not come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people that do that. They will
like
edge. Yeah, they'll basically edge. And that is actually a tip from a lot of sex therapists out there is what you want to train your dick, essentially.
Exactly.
You want to train your mind and your dick together at the same time. And that is going to revolve around self-love oftentimes because, finding a woman for that every single time, that's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is you want to space out some time for just yourself, bring yourself close to climax and stop and leave it alone for 20 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds.
Don't touch.
And then get back into it.
There you go.
And the more you do that, the more you're actually training your genitals to take on this spacing of time.
Yeah.
And you're training your mind, right? So then when you're with a woman and you're having sex and you feel that you're about to reach that point, change the rrhythm.
I was going to say, if I change the rhythm or change positions, you're like, okay,
there's about a 5-second window where I'm like, okay, good.
Yeah.
And
that's the fun part. Like my favorite thing to do is I love to edge him. Like that's like the absolute best thing. And I'll do that at the club.
Yeah.
Like I'll just be like,
at the club.
Okay, we're done.
Difficult. It's difficult to stop. And so this is the part that I struggled with when I used to train myself this because I was trying to do it as a younger guy. I was like, oh, this would be kind of cool to do. And that 5-second window where you have to stop touching yourself, I would throw in an extra stroke and I would finish.
Dang.
And I'd be like, man, I have no discipline. I have no discipline whatsoever. Yeah, it's the reason why I can't pull out.
Yeah.
Like when we're together.
Yeah, I know.
That's the reason why I can't pull out is because like I know there's two things that are going to happen when she tells me to pull out, if she wants me to pull out. If I pull out,
he might lose it.
Either I'm going to lose it or I'm going to come before I pull out.
It's me. It's okay.
So I'm like, whatevs, man. I'm not going to do that. I'll start off. I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Nope. That's not going to happen at all. Now, like I said, if you're looking to just keep lasting throughout the session, then take a second. We've been in situations where we've played with another woman in a threesome or whatever, and Pris is right next to me kissing the woman, and I'm getting in missionary and just working this whole thing. And 3 strokes in, I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to come. And I will say that. I'll say that to both of these women. I'm like, I'm about to come. And if there's a look of acceptance, if there's oh, go ahead. Well, okay.
Which there most is.
Usually there is. I don't think I've found any resistance on that. But usually it's like, oh yeah, go ahead. That's freaking hot. And so I'll be like, okay, they want me to do it, so I'm going to do it. So, and then I'll finish.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll be down and out. I'll be like, damn, I just got started. So I will lay off to the side. I'll watch them play, or I'll, use my imagination or whatever, and work myself back up to a frenzy again. Because a lot of it is mental.
Yes.
A lot of it, some of it is physical.
Yeah.
As we get older, there are physical things that prevent this, but there's a lot of it is mental. And especially when it comes to orgasming earlier, it's all mental, man. A lot of it is
Slow it down.
psychological.
Do some foreplay.
Do some foreplay. This is my tip, my friend, and you're going to like this one. All the guys listening, you're really going to like this one, and all the women that get to feel this from your guy, you're welcome. Okay. Here's what you're going to do. All right.
Tell them, baby.
Yeah. As soon as you slide in, you're doing that first entrance move. Things are kind of hot. You feel yourself building up relatively quickly. And I don't know how much time is passing, but just how much time you have. If you have another stroke in you or not. Take it as far as you can go without actually coming. And then right before you feel like you're going to come, pull out and go down on her. And go down on her while you're don't jack off. Leave it alone. But if you start to feel like it's going away, then go ahead and start jacking off while you're going down on her. Go down on her for a little bit until you feel ready to start again. And if you have to do that over and over again, then do it over and over again. I guarantee you, my friend, your lady will not complain.
No.
Unless she's one of those that doesn't like to get oral. In which case, then that tactic may not work. I rarely run into those ladies. Most of the ladies that I play with, including my wife, love oral. And so if that is really the issue, and it's all, like I said, it's all psychological. If there's just nothing else that you can do, and you've tried thinking of other things, you've tried this, you've tried that, this, my friend, is going to work for both of you because you're going to last. Yes, it's more work for you because you're going to stop. You're going to go down on her for a while, and then who knows how long that's going to last. And then you're going to come back up. And then if you're going to feel it again, it really just depends on how much you want it to go.
Yeah.
But that is your number one tip, my friend. You do that, and you're going to have a lady who's asking for more and more. And you know what? She's not going to care if you come.
No.
Because if you come, you're going to just go back down on her. And guess what? You're working it, man. You're working it.
You're giving all your secrets.
Hey, man, I love it. That is a secret that all men should know when it comes to pleasing their women, because there's a lot of women who love that. I've only had a few
guys do that.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you're getting it from the horse's mouth here. She has had that before. I mean, I've done it before, but when she's had it from other men before, and it's like, oh my God, like it sends her crazy. And most women, if you're good at eating
the Kit Kat,
it will make a difference.
Yes.
Just telling women, like if you're having a conversation with a woman, you're like, oh, let me tell you something. I'm going to slide in you and we're going to have a little fun. And then right before I come, I'm going to stop and I'm going to go down on you for a while.
Yes.
And it's like, forget it.
Yes.
Please. Explosions.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah. It's a very tried and true tactic. Like I said, it doesn't work with everybody, but it works with most. And if that's really what it's a lot of it is training yourself. A lot of it comes with confidence once you realize your own cheat codes. You know what I mean? Once you realize how to input your own cheat codes, and it's like, okay, well, this is me. You have to figure yourself out though. And that takes work. That takes time. You have to figure out what it is that's bringing you to this point. How, where's your mind at? The only reason why I know all this is because I am a classic overthinker and I overthink everything. And I've got myself figured out, and my wife has me figured out too. But the more you do it, the easier it will be. Over time, your body learns control. It learns endurance. And the whole stop-start thing that I was mentioning earlier in the show, you start, you get it going, you feel like you're going to come, you stop, you wait 20, 30 seconds, you maybe go down on her or whatever, and then you start again. This is actually used in clinical treatment for premature ejaculation.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's a fact. I mean, not necessarily the going down on your partner part,
just the stopping,
but the stop and start is used in clinical treatment for premature ejaculation. And so this is a tried and true tactic. But I throw in the fact that if you stop and you go down on your partner,
She's not bored.
she's not bored, and the entire session just got hotter.
Yeah.
It's basically edging, but with a purpose.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's incredibly frustrating for the partner sometimes because it's like, I know, you're trying to build it up and it goes away and it builds it up. It's okay. It's like, don't get frustrated. It's all
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Now, one thing that I know porn stars do, and I had to do my research on this, my
I
friend.
just told you about this.
Yes, you did. You mentioned this
Yes.
to me before.
Yes.
Pelvic floor training, which is basically Kegels for men.
For
Now,
men.
my wife is very familiar with Kegels for women. I think most women are
Yes.
familiar with Kegels. Men do not really know this, but men, you can do Kegels. It's something
It
that a lot of
helps
you never heard of.
I believe it also helps your prostate.
Yeah. So those same muscles that stop urine flow actually control ejaculation.
Okay.
So strengthening them can actually
Yeah.
improve your stamina. It can improve your erection strength, your control. I think it's like I said, a lot of men in porn really work on their Kegels because that's something that, you have to be able to pull out. A lot of these guys, they have to be
Yeah.
able to pull out and be able to like shoot their load,
Yeah.
for the pop shot.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of control. And so they do a lot of these Kegels. Now, how do you do them, fellas? You contract the muscle that you'd use to stop peeing.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying there? I think you do. I don't know how else to word it.
You can even do it. So for women, we can, I mean, I do Kegels while I'm sitting here. I can do like 200 Kegels a day.
Mhm.
I really try.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much just pulling that muscle in and letting it go, like clenching your butt. You're clenching your butt, but you're kind of doing it towards the middle part. Like,
Right. Well, so for men, it's different. So as a guy, if you've ever made your dick jump,
oh, is that what that is for
when
y'all?
you make your dick jump, when you
Mhm.
make your penis move in a
Mhm.
way, that's you basically doing a male Kegel. That's the muscle that you'd use to stop peeing in order to make it do that. And so what you want to do is you want to do that motion, hold it for 3 to 5 seconds and repeat that 10 to 15 times, at least in a day. Or well, actually they recommend that you do a few sets a day. 10 in the morning, 10 during lunchtime, 10 at night. There you go. And if you look at it like your penis workout as well as your gym workout,
Yeah.
you could fit it in and nobody even has to know that you're doing it because you could be sitting at your desk working and you're sitting there doing, you're making your dick jump
Yeah.
for 10, 15 times. I'm telling you, you've been skipping leg day and pelvic day all this time. You should have been putting in both. I'm telling you.
There you
Now,
go.
another big portion, another big tip that I want to give you is breathing and relaxing, because a lot of us, we hold our breath during sex. I've seen myself do it early
Mhm.
on. I used to really hold my breath. That really increases your tension when you hold your breath. Women like men that moan.
Yes.
And in order to produce that thing that women love, you have to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking that rabbit fucking breathing where it's no,
Don't
no,
be
no.
a dog.
No. I'm talking control, the slow
Mhm.
breathing. It
Mhm.
lowers your adrenaline. If you're going real fast, that's going to raise your anxiety. You want to go slow. You want to take
Yes.
it easy. Relax your body. If you feel like you're getting real tense, it's not going to work for you. If you're
Mhm.
relaxed, you can go a lot longer.
Yeah.
The simple trick is basically deep, slow breathing during intense moments. Now, you don't have to go slow the entire time.
Right.
I change it up from time to time. I go slow, I go fast, I go slow, I go fast. But I think, and I'm not an expert on Tantra here, and at some point we are going to have an expert on Tantra, which is basically utilizing a lot of deep breathing and certain stretching and
Mhm.
motions to make your sex sessions last longer. And a lot of it revolves around deep, slow breathing. Purposeful movements are very, very important.
I like
So
that.
yeah, for sure. So that's the
I
big deal.
mean, those are some helpful tips I think will be beneficial for a lot of men.
Yeah,
Like
it can
you
help.
should do this anyway, just to help your dick out.
hey, man, that's going to be one of your friends. You got to take care of it.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I said, change positions, use your hands or your
And
mouth,
you said
focus on the pleasure.
Yes, you said slow down because I do not like to be jackhammered. That is not my thing. I will stop you mid-stroke and be like, yeah, this is not working out for me.
And I know that there's a lot of guys who think that that looks great because they've watched the porn from 1988.
Nope.
And they're like, oh, this is the way they liked it. It's like people do that because oftentimes they think that that's what people want.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of guys will do that because they think that women like it that way. Some
Mm-hmm.
people do. And, you can talk to them about it, but most women like slow, sensual, long strokes.
Yeah.
Be purposeful with your movements, with your
go.
actions.
Yeah.
Because the idea here is not for you to come. The idea here is for both of you
Mm-hmm.
to have a lot of pleasure.
Yes. Yes.
Now, does that mean that you're going to come? Maybe not. I've had sessions where I did not. She's had sessions where she did not,
Mm-hmm.
but we've still enjoyed those
Mm-hmm.
sessions. It's a matter of what are you looking to accomplish with this person that you're playing with, whether it be your partner or somebody else. Now, like I said, a huge portion of it is the mental side. So overthinking performance can make it worse. Like I said, I've had years of overthinking. I've made my situation worse, but it's also kind of helped me in figuring me out. Don't forget that the goal is not lasting forever. Nobody wants a sex session that lasts 5 hours.
No.
That's nuts.
We do not. We
Yeah.
do not.
No, it's mutual pleasure. You
Yeah.
want mutual pleasure.
Yeah.
When you're with new people, there can be pressure to impress. If you're present and engaged, you're already ahead of half the guys out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, to my listeners out there and to my friend who went ahead and sent us this message, I love you, my friend. I appreciate you reaching out with that. I will tell you, sometimes we distract ourselves so much that we can lose arousal.
Yeah.
You mentioned that. Distraction works temporarily, but it can backfire.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can distract yourself to a certain point, but you really want to try all the other stuff: pacing, breathing, switching stimulation, focusing on your partner. That all will help lengthen the whole start and stop. Instead of trying to think about baseball stats or taxes, just learn how to control that throttle.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like that because it's very helpful. And I know a lot of people overthink it especially when you're at the club. There's a lot of people around. It can be overstimulating.
Big time.
Your first experience.
Oh man.
It'll happen.
I've told couples that we've been with, I'm like, if I'm talking to the girl, I'm like, the first time I'm going to be with you, I'm going to finish fast.
Yeah.
Like, there's just no,
That's just what it is. Have communication.
Yeah. Honestly, if you say that out loud and it's already expected, like you put it out there, if it doesn't happen, they're pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
If it does happen, you've already talked about it and it's normalized.
Exactly.
There's no embarrassment there.
Yeah.
So definitely communication, as always, is the number one, because this is not Lifestyle Olympics. Nobody is going to give you a gold medal. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I might.
I don't know.
I'll give you a high five.
There you go. She does that. She gives out high fives.
I do.
Yeah. And if you're listening and thinking, okay, that actually helped, remember, these are skills that you can learn.
Yes.
Nobody is born knowing how to control this stuff. Like, this is stuff that you have to learn.
Yes. And honestly, communication is huge. If you're relaxed, you're having fun, and you're connecting with your partner, that's way more important than trying to put on some kind of performance.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, if you have stories, confessions, or topics that you want to talk to us about on the show, head over to our website, www.beyond-monogamy.com.
You'll find our 100% anonymous confessional there, where you can send us questions just like this one. You can also find all of our episodes, video clips, our blogs, our posts, our merch, links in our social media, and our event tab, where we list everywhere we are going to be.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of events, coming up on March 14th at 9 p.m., that's this Saturday, we'll be celebrating Pris's Beyond Monogamy birthday bash at Club Eden in San Antonio. Awesome. So just remember that you do have to purchase a club membership in order to attend. So yeah, you can come out and you can party with us this Saturday, but don't forget, it's not free.
It's my birthday.
Right. That's right. It's open to everybody who listens. If you want to join us, we're going to have a VIP out there, and we're going to be all over the place. come say hello, come hang out with us. We'd love to meet you guys. This is something that we love to do. Then on March 22nd, at 4 p.m. Central, we're hosting our monthly SDC webinar. And this month's topic is red flags and green flags in the lifestyle. So you can find that information on our website as well.
Nice. And on March 29th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central, we will be leading an in-person workshop, Swingers 101, at Forbidden Fruit in Austin, Texas. And if you want to know more about that and attend, you're going to head to www.forbiddenfruit.com/workshop.
Oh, yeah. And the weekend of April 11th, we'll be at the Texas Desires Hotel Takeover, where we'll be chopping it up with everybody. And we'll be doing another live show from that takeover as well. So if you're going out there, we're going to see you out there. And if you're not going out there,
You need to be going
you
out there.
should really check out our events tab and
Yes.
get the information and go out there. 'Cause
Yes.
It's worth it, even if you just go for the show.
You can also catch us on Full Swap Radio every Thursday at 2 and 7 p.m. Central, and that's fullswapradio.com.
Yes. And with that, thank you all for listening as always. And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.